taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. The offense has to be careful now, backed up inside their own 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down and more. He's still running. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. They strike first in this national title bout. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. Referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
The pass rush gets home.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it for the 1st down at the 41. The Longhorns pick up enough to get a 1st down there. The shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here.
Now this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through 1 quarter, let's check out the game summary. Well, they've flipped into the field. We're set for the 2nd quarter, and the national championship trophy is in the building. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Touchdown, Longhorns. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Texas.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He's past the marker and still going. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, nice 1st down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years at Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. The thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds. And a good gain and a 1st down.
Here he goes. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. And the Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On the move now. He'll try a pass here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Ball carrier tackled there.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
We'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Able to convert on third, sets up first and goal, the 8.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about in the first half? This back is having a big day.
No stopping him in that one. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The PAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. With the catch, it's Washington. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Ball handed off to the 45. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle it at the 11-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Timeout called by the defense, their first at the half as they try to make some adjustments here. We're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. To throw, it's Warner. Receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. The Gators have first and 10 here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. Looking to throw. It's Warner. Throws to the tight end. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get it. But you've got time, way too early in this game, to go for it on 4th and a mile.
The pass ball is incomplete, trying to extend the play, but nobody open. 2nd down after the incompletion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no earlier. They've got to hurry. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looks left and finds his target there. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry-up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Yeah, they tried to surprise him here to start off this 3rd quarter. Just didn't pan out. But I think you got to respect them for trying, though. I like that call.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. Finding space at the 20. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. So the offense obviously declines that penalty on the defense, and the touchdown will stand. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
And And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. To throw, it's Warner. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Grab down the middle. It's Hauser. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. The 40. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. A big game.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss on the play. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. Caught behind the line. It's Golden. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. And the Gators looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. The tight end has got it. Touchdown, Gators. This offense really clicking. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Bartlett. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Breaks an open space. He's got the first down and still motoring. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
The Longhorns will line up on first and 10. The quick throw out left complete. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Gators offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Caught over the middle. It's Hauser. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Looking to pass. It's Warner. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
He'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle finally made at the 37. Will be first and 10 from there.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Here's the second down play. The back's got it. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the fourth quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looks to the left, pass caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? Scanning the field. It's Warner. Looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. The Gators looking to run some tempo here. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. Man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Longhorns pick up enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Gators. Defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged. Wow, what a moment. National championship game, and the defense has put their team in front in the fourth quarter.
Chris, they're just trying to get a stop here at this point in the game, try to get their own offense back out on the field, and instead they get the turnover and a touchdown to boot to give themselves the lead, and we're just minutes away from seeing who's going to win the national championship. And let's not forget that play right there. That could determine the outcome.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
Texas.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Back to throw. It's Warner. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in. Second down play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
But this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Golden. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
First down. We're going to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The sure hands. It's Golden. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Back to throw. It's Warner. Looking for his big tight end. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Florida. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? The receiver grabs it. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Of course, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
Max, through the extra point, we are dead even here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Keeping it on the ground here. As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34. Well, hurry to the line here at the clock running. Off the play fake on first down. Just trying to get rid of it. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
That's caught. It's Brown. The timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter.
When the defense had everything covered downfield, the quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wrap down the middle, it's Wilson. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. On the ground, it's Daniels. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Nice grab. It's Wilson. Oh, what a cut. It's still going. Touchdown, Gators. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. He'll be brought down at the 47. Excellent starting field position. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch